What is good, y'all? SGG Game, man. It's your boy Smooth Out Game, back with another Detroit Tigers rebuild video, baby. And we are back with the uploads. I told y'all I was coming back, so I got this heat still on the way for y'all. And today, we're hopping back into this ALCS. As you can see, we are down 2-0 to Cleveland. That's right. They came into our home in Detroit, stole both games. Not just one, but both games. So we got to come here into Cleveland and at least take two if we want this series to go back home and have a chance to win it. Now, you see a lot of those games got the if necessary, so it's also if necessary videos. But Garrett Whitlock is going to try to get them a step closer to a series sweep against us. I told y'all this Cleveland team is hard for me to beat when it comes time for postseason time. Don't know why, but that's just, you know, how the dice and how the chips roll. And it doesn't help when your offense is struggling. Morris Jones, former rookie of the year type of candidate. He great average, hits for actually a decent power for a leadoff guy, amazing speed and good glove, and he's just been playing like booty cheeks in this postseason. A 1.67 average. Last game he went 0 for 4, and then today 1 for 2. Chopped this one on the ground over to first base for an easy ground ball out to start off the game. It doesn't get any better for him. And when he's not hitting that well, even if Akil Badu is doing good, he's got no one in front of him to score around. So 1-1 count here, chopped on the ground. Swings through the circle, change for strike 3, and that's quickly 2 up, 2 down as they go to Vladimir Guerrero, and no reason to really kind of pitch him all that well. I'm hoping Garrett actually just missed his location with that one. That was a four-seamer right down the middle with nobody on base. You do not have to pitch that dangerously as that sinker upstairs gets him to go down on strikes as well. And we'll be looking to ride the back of this man, Luis Severino. Up and down season in the regular season. Bad start his first time through. But up and down does mean what? We got some up. So hopefully today we can hold this offense to basically the same kind of version they did before. I mean, they only scored 2 and 3 runs in the first 2 games. So it's not like they've been blowing out with crazy offense either. We just haven't been getting much production on our end. So back to having Cedric Mullins lead things off, and he grounds us over to Guerrero. Easy play over the first with the splits by Torkelson to go ahead and get that one lined up for us. And then we got Jimenez coming right behind him. Ooh. Beautiful circle change. He tried to check it there, but it does get just on that corner. We're going to try to go right back to it with the four-seamer. Freeze him one more time. 0-2. Ooh. Maybe a little bit too much on the thighs. Not able to get him to go after it. And then the four-seamer just off the plate. So he's really watching everything here. Hasn't really fully swung on anything yet, but that one that he does is a strikeout. Circle change in on the ankles. And we've got 2 up, 2 down. We go to Ramirez, who chops this one on the ground to Torres. Great dive, only able to knock it down, though. No clean play there, as he's not able to do anything with it. And they'll actually get a base runner here in their half of the inning. And I'll set up Christian Walker, cleanup hitter, batting .256 this postseason. Haven't seen anything too dangerous from him this time around. And once again, taking the bat out of his hands with a clean strikeout there, swinging right through it. And just like us, they'll have to lay a goose egg down as Fernando Gonzalez. He's actually been an amazing story, not only for the season, but this postseason, hitting almost about 300, being just as clutch as everybody else on the squad. And here he goes being clutch yet again, getting a ball down into the gap. That should be an easy double. He'll get in there cleanly with no throw, standing up on the full count. And this at least maybe sets up the bottom half of our order, maybe moving around off a couple of sack hits, sack flies. And not that time for Torres, at least, as he goes in and watches with his eyes and goes back down. Then Clemens grounds this one on the ground to third base for the easy play to first. And just like that, it looks like the leadoff double will be held renderless as Riley Green chops this one on the ground. That one will squeeze through. We might have a chance here, at least have a play at the plate. The throw will come in, and it's going to be right in time to be safe with the slide. I thought he might have had that one. That was a perfect line drive throw, but just not enough velocity on it to get the out that time around. Great play there and awareness there from the team. You see Fernando Gonzalez doing what he does best to go ahead and get into the plate and score runs.
And that's a great way to go ahead and start the game for us, giving us that early 1-0 lead. Let's see if we can keep it going here. As one pitch later, Torkelson says, let's go ahead and end that rally really quick. But we still have an early lead here, 1-0. Something we haven't experienced yet in this series is being up for a little bit. So we're going to hope that Luis Severino can hold the door here in the bottom of the second. Had a clean first inning. here against Suzuki. Looks like we got a pretty long battle here, though. 1-2 count. Swings and misses through the four-seamer upstairs. We love to see it, giving us a little bit more confidence as we go through this game. Because, like I said, he struggled his first outing. So every out he gets makes me feel a little bit more secure that this might be one of his good starts. This one's chopped on the ground to Torkelson, taking over to first base for the easy play. And we'll keep things moving from there. Yoshida coming up with 2 outs, 1-2 on the count. Guerrero goes ahead and gloves this one. Easy play over to Torkelson. And another clean inning there, 1-2-3. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and stay with Severino. See if he can keep this good play up as he had into a little bit of a bad count against Marco. Skies up a four-seamer, though, that we laid over the plate. It's always good when you get those bad counts like that. You can just lay something over and just get, honestly, it feels like you're just getting lucky when they pop it up like that, because that kind of could have been a long fly ball. But instead, we got 2 quick outs here after the ground ball, and then Mullins swings. They're going to go down to third base, and they're going to say he went around. Tried to check it, not in time. And just like that, that's 3 strong innings of work. We jump to the 5th inning here as it's still 1-0 Detroit. And this time around, Torkelson trying to lead off the inning. He's 0 for 1 on the day. He hasn't had a good postseason either. He hasn't really kind of turned into the superstar that we thought he would be, and the seasons have been pretty average for him. But here in this inning, goes ahead and works himself a walk, and then we come up with Harry Ford, who lines a base hit past first base. And now we've got another rally of our own started up, first and second, no outs for the top of the lineup. In normal cases, I'd be very happy about this, but the way that Boris Jones has been playing, I'm kind of debating, should he lay down a bunt here, 0-1? No, they're going to let him swing the bat, and that sinker was in a good location, just laid on it. 0-2, chop this circle change on the ground. We do have a lot of speed on the base pass, so they're going to have to go to first base for the fielder's choice. At least it moves both runners up, so it's like a bunt in a sense. And then Akil Baddoo chops this one on the ground to first base as well. It'll be an RBI that gets the runner home. Basically 2 bunts to bring across a run at least, and that brings up Guerrero, though, with a runner in scoring position. And with one swing of his bat, this could easily be a 4-0 game here. 2-2. Lays a sinker over the plate. That was chest high, but unfortunately just looks like he got underneath it. Maybe he was expecting a four-seamer, instead got the sinker, got underneath, popped it out to the outfield. But we do bring across another run, and Severino has been masterful here today. We're talking bottom of the 7th now, 6 strong innings of shutout ball. And he's still looking pretty good here going through his 3rd round of the rotation or the lineup. Jose Ramirez 1 for 2 on the day. Watches that cutter at the ankles. And then flies this one right to Clemens for a little liner. Easy play. Now, in my mind, I'm thinking, if he can do it, let him do the complete game shutout. But this is going to be a long fly ball going way back into right field. Green's trying to time it, and he dove. Oh, maybe a ladybug tripped him. A sniper sniped him. Maybe he would have had a chance at the wall to take it, but unfortunately, Christian Walker, 2nd home run of the postseason, gets the lead in half. 2-1 ball game now, Detroit. And this ball game just got a whole lot scarier. We got to hope that Severino doesn't completely fall apart. But we do have the bullpen to go in and shut this one down. So Jerome Mansell will come in. 2 games this postseason already, 2 2/3 innings, and has been great. Not really giving up too many hits against righties or lefties. The submarine pitcher has been looking great coming up from the minor leagues. I think this move to move him up was the right one. And see, sometimes you don't have to look at the overalls. I think he's a 67. But sometimes their stuff is just on, and they do what they need to be done. Now here, that's a line drive into the outfield onto Jones. So maybe I should stop doing the commentator's curse and stop praising them so much really quick. So we can get out of this inning real fast, as that's ball upstairs. George lines this one out to Baddoo. And that'll be 2 outs. And just like that, we come down to Yoshida. He flies one deep out. That'll go into the stands. He's got a 2-2 count, 2 outs. Runner at first base, and we're going to get out of this inning cleanly. Only giving up the 1, so we still have our lead. And maybe we can come on this road and steal one away. They're going to go to their bullpen as well. James Karnichak? Let me know down below in the comment section if I'm mispronouncing these names. I know I got some Cleveland Guardians fans in the chat. Am I mispronouncing that name real quick? But we're going to lay down a bunt. It's going to work out this time for Morris Jones. Had to get him on base some type of way. Akil's even gone cold today, 0 for 3. But now he's got his road dog on first base. They're going to go ahead and try to go to second base and pull him off the bag. Honestly, I don't even know if he throws it on the bag if he would have got there. But we're going to attempt a double steal here, knowing that they're going to go for Morris Jones at third base. If they had gone a second kill, that dude might have been out. But they're focused on the lead runner. Jones gets over there as a distraction too as well. We pull off the double steal. And now it's second and third. They're going to intentionally walk Vladimir Guerrero after this and try to go for the rook, Fernando Gonzalez. We'll be coming up with a great situation here after the Guerrero intentional walk. Bases juiced. And a chance to really increase this lead. Takes the four-seamer in a good location. They're going to go home for the first out and over to first base for the double play. And just like that, the run scoring opportunity gets wiped away. Torres right after him grounds it over the short. And somehow they get out of a bases loaded jam. The intentional walk ends up working. See, sometimes it does work. You know, you love seeing the computer use different strategies, and sometimes they do work out for them in their favor, and that was one of those cases. The intentional walk Guerrero. Gonzalez couldn't hold up to the clutch moment, and of course Torres wasn't going to do nothing. So it's still a 2-1 ball game, and we still have to have our bullpen kind of close the door out here. As this is grounded over to Guerrero at first base, easy plays. And this is the one thing I am confident about. We have only given up 5 runs in the series, which isn't too bad, and the bullpen's given up, I think, 0, either 0 or 1. Like the bullpen has been great for us. Now here we're going to go into about a rain delay for about an hour. I have the option to either warm up a fresh arm or keep the current pitcher. I'm going to go ahead and see what we got in the bullpen. You know, he's gotten us 3 outs already. You can go ahead and let him rest. We're going to go ahead and let Michael King come in, because I think if you let them pitch through the rain delay, I think their stamina just goes like down the drain. Like I don't know how your stamina go way down when you should be in the dugout resting. If anything, you should have your stamina refilled. You should just maybe be like cold, you know, need some warm pitches. Maybe like your confidence is low. But as far as your energy should not tank. But it's the way the game works. So we're going to bring in Michael King for a potential maybe 5-out save here. If I don't feel like the closer needs to come in for this one, let him rest another day. We're going to get the double play ball, though, to end the 8th inning there after the base hit goes through. And they're going to go deeper into their bullpen as well. Yale De Los Santos. He's had a pretty good postseason, 2 1/3. Hasn't given up, looks like, any hits at all. Any hits, any runs. So somebody that's a good option to try to keep this as a 2-1 ball game here in the top of the 9th. And he will face 6, 7, 8 to go ahead and get that done. Keith Clemens, long line drive on a rope out to the wall. It'll hit up against it on the warning track. Easy stand-up double there to get things started off. And can we get one more insurance run to make ourselves feel comfortable? Not off that one. Riley Green, unlucky call, but I do think that was the right one. Strike 3 called on that. Torkelson chops this one up the middle. Easy play over there, but at least the runner moves up to third. And it'll be up to Harry Ford, whose bat I have been able to trust a little bit. He's 2 for 3 on the day. Can he get me something a little bit here? 1-0, 2 outs. Popped up. First baseman will go ahead and range underneath it in foul territory. And that'll end our chances to score. So we're going to turn things over to our closer. Trusty, dusty Jordan Romano. Saved his only game so far this postseason. Hasn't had to come in too many times. And I like to try to keep him as fresh as possible. Now, I do trust him to close his games, but I trust Michael King. I trust... Dang, why am I drawing a blank on his name right now? I trust my submarine pitcher. You know, I trust a lot of our bullpen to come in and shut doors if I need them to and if I can save arms. So you never know when those long games are going to come in where you need to empty out the bullpen, especially here in the postseason. The last thing I need to do is do that. Now, in the World Series, we're going to go balls to the wall, but still right now, I need y'all to remain as fresh as possible so we can get these dubs. So we're not going to take that away from the strikeout that we just seen earlier. 1-2 here to Ramirez, watching on the ankles. As they're down to their final 2 outs in this ball game, he swings through the slider over the top of it. It's in the dirt, so Ford has to make the play, but he does cleanly. And now it's down to Christian Walker, who is 2 for 3 on the day. Finally coming in alive as the cleanup hitter, but he flies this one deep out into left center field. Jones is going to call off Badu. He will glove it. We take a game here in Cleveland. Now, obviously, you see, you know, we ain't celebrating too much. You know, we're happy about the win. It's almost like a regular season win because at the end of the day, all that win did was save us another game. Because even still, we're still not guaranteed to go back home. If we lose these next 2, it could be over. Now, as far as the rest of this video goes, we will, of course, be watching Game 4 here coming up next. You see Severino 6 1/3, 3 hits, 1 earned, 6 Ks. Whitlock 5 innings, 5 hits, 2 earned, 6 Ks. So not a bad start from either side, but our bullpen was able to shut down more than theirs was. So in terms of what we're going to see from the rest of this video, though, Game 4 is coming right up after this. But if we're able to win Game 4, that sets up a whole new series. Basically, it's almost 0-0, and it's a best of 3 at that point because everything will be tied back up. We'll at least have an opportunity to go back home for game 6 and maybe even force a game 7, depending on how game 5 and 6 shake out. Now here you see 7 hits as a team, 2 there, about 4. I love that. Doubles from Clemens and Gonzalez, even though they didn't really factor in too much to everything. But Jerome Mantle, Michael King, all those guys ended up doing everything that I needed them to do in the bullpen to shut things down. And that'll bring us into game 4 of the American League Championship Series back in Cleveland, ready to take these guys down in Progressive Field yet again and hope for similar success that we faced in that first game. The last thing we want to do is have to lose these last 2. As you can see here, like I said, game 6 is in promise, and that would be when we would go back to Detroit. So we still have to win this game, at least game 4 or game 5. One of these next 2 games has to be a dub, but if we lose this one, that makes game 5 an elimination game. So I prefer to win this one. And we're going to go to our ace, man, Tariq Skubal over there throwing his warm-up pitches, getting ready to hopefully be the team's savior as we go ahead and try to line up this game. And it looks like they're going to go with Zach Plesac. 32 starts this season. He hasn't pitched in the postseason yet. And during the regular season, a 4.2 ERA, a 1.3 whip. And he's going to be set to face up our lineup that hopefully might be catching a little bit more fire, as Morris Jones will go ahead and get things set up for us. 176 now this postseason. Tries to lay down an opening game bunt back to the pitcher. He'll go ahead and grab it and throw over to first. Easy play there. Now we do have the option to challenge here early, as I think he might have been up. Hold on. Let me go to the booth quick. What y'all see up there? So his foot was not down. All right, so no challenge then. No, sir.
And right after that, seemingly bang play at least, because honestly, I didn't even think a challenge would pop up for that one. It looked like it was a lot, it wasn't even that close. But then the slow down version made it a little bit closer. I thought it might have been possible for a second, but obviously, I think it was like a half step or you can say a third of a step way too late on that one. So didn't even try to revert that one. And then Akibadu grounds out 2 as well. And then we have Vladimir Guerrero. Much different start to this game than last, but we're going to see if we can still get something. We cannot. We're going to see if we can get something going still, but unfortunately that was not able to slide. But Tariq Skubal, 2 starts, 1 good, 1 bad, and the 1 bad just happened to be very, very bad, but we're hoping to get a better start out of him today, as we really need this victory. I'd say this one is more important than game 5. We do not want to go down 3-1. A 2-2 split makes the fight a lot longer. 3-1 means that game 5 could be it. A 2-2 split means that we'd at least have to game 6 to push it back. So there are more opportunities for us to go ahead and come away with this series victory if we're able to win today. So who better than to put it in the hands of Ace, C.Y. Young Award winner Tariq Skubal himself. Now he's able to get the first out pretty quickly. Then we got Miles Straw up next, swinging and missing through the circle change down low. Able to get that right past him, then 0-2 to Jose Ramirez. Ooh, I thought we might have had him on the same exact pitch almost. 0-2 again. Chopped this on the ground. Skubal misses underneath the glove, but Torres is there to back him up the middle. Shift plays out in our favor, and we're able to go ahead and move things along here to the top of the second inning. Where Fernando Gonzalez is going to try to make a little bit of a rally start here, and there he goes. That's a good start. That'll get down to the corner and bump up against the wall. This will be an easy double. Throw goes in. They're actually going to slide in. He probably could have got there standing up, though. That throw was a little bit late. But a leadoff double for 5, 6, and 7 to try to sacrifice him around. Just get some fly balls in the outfield. As that probably could have been a pretty good one from Torres. Gets another breaking ball up in the zone. That not deep enough to get him, though. If that had been to right field or center field, possibly. But only 72 speed. We're definitely not moving up on that shallow of a ball in left. And now with 1 out, it'll take at least a hit. So some kind of bring him in. Like 2 sacrifices is not going to do it this time around. Here goes another little sacrifice hit up to shortstop to move him to third. And it'll put it in the hands of Riley Green, who will take one off the back of the kneecap there. Slider coming all the way in from Zach. That is not what you need here. And a great call right there on another slider. So Spencer Torkelson trying to get things around to Harry Ford and bring it back to the top of the lineup. That one probably could have been let go. Great slide and dive there for third base. And woo! Surprised he went to second. He almost choked that. But it's the end of the inning there. Especially Torkelson probably could have let that one go for an extra walk. But here, bobbled by the shortstop. Harry Ford was able to go and get over there with a great amount of speed. I know I'm always surprised to see it too. 85 speed from a catcher just seems like a glitch. It's like seeing a stretch 4 or a stretch 5 in 2K, like, or seeing even though it's not that rare anymore, seeing like a mobile quarterback in Madden, like, it's just, it seems unfair. It seems hard to beat when you got a catcher with so much speed. And now we got so much speed at first and second. I probably should have tried the double steal. I didn't know if the 85 speed would do it, but because of that, the kill, Badu hits into a double play. Normally he's so clutch, especially with guys in scoring position, but this time around we were not able to count on them. But still, we have Guerrero right behind. They have an open base. If they want to try to walk him again, this time they'd elect to hit to him. You remember last time they went ahead and just walked him and got him over to first and not have to deal with him. This time they try to pitch to him. It's a base hit, and we have the early lead once again, 1-0. Weren't able to capitalize any further off that, though. That's kind of where the inning died off. And we're going to go right back to Tariq Skubal to see now if he has this lead, if he can go ahead and hold it. And so far, he's gone through 3 1/3. Scoreless. Miles Straw, 2-2. Watches that one go on the ground. Jose Ramirez is in the on-deck circle. You know they're trying to get him and the cleanup hitter on base with somebody on. And Straw will go ahead and take the walk. We'll come right back with another 2-2 to Ramirez this time. Swing. They're going to not even go look down at first base. Home plate umpire is going to take that one himself and say he didn't go. So another full count here. And another walk. Back-to-back full count walks. So not only does that affect the pitch count a lot, because those are at least 6 pitches each, but also we have 2 guys on base now for Christian Walker. 27 home runs this season. He's already got a pair in the postseason, and this would be a terrible spot for him to hit another one. 0-2. Blooped into the outfield. Green's going to have to come in and get this. This will at least score 1. Throw will go into the plate to at least hold the runners. Now we have runners at the corners, though. Only 1 out. Suzuki swings and misses through the slider. Can we get another one for him to strike out, though, or chop this one on the ground? He'll check his swing. Home plate umpire will take this, though, and say he went around out number 2. Ryan Jeffers up next. Chops this one on the ground at Clemens. This should go ahead and clean us up out of this inning. Easy play to first, but the ball game is now tied thanks to Christian Walker, 1-1. We're going to go right back to Tariq, see if we can calm this down after giving up those hits last inning. Clemens, great throw, got him on time. That was deep into the hole, slow roller, but also a slow roller up that baseline. As we're able to go and get the first out of the inning, and then Green gets a liner right to him, gloves it with ease. And so far, this inning is looking a lot more cleaner than the last. Masataka, Yoshida. He's going to check his swing. I guess it hit off the hands. So, y'all got to explain that to me down in the comment section, too. How does that rule work? So, if you check your swing, but you get hit, it still counts as a hit by pitch? I would think that counts as a swing, but I don't know. I guess maybe if they declare that you did check it in time, it's still a hit by pitch. I'm just going to assume that's how it works. But it didn't matter anyway. We got the ground ball out. Fielder's choice. Got him at second base. And we're going to stay with Tariq here for yet another inning as he's looking like he's calming down a little bit, going through 6 innings here. As Ramirez bloops this one into the outfield. This one's going to get down. And Green looked like he was playing over the shift. So he's got a long way to run into the corner. He's going to get it, bumping up against the wall. He's playing it too slow, and that's going to be a triple. 1 out triple by Jose Ramirez thanks to the slow efforts of Riley Green in the outfield. He's got the strong arm, but not strong feet. And it led to a potential chance for the Cleveland Guardians to take the lead here as Christian Walker will be up next. And honestly, I'm not afraid to walk him here. Skubal's getting a little bit tired, but we have a full count. The decision becomes, do you lay something in there to try to get the out or strikeout, or are you okay with conceding the walk? And honestly, he's already had a clutch hit to this point. He's the cleanup hitter for a reason. I'm not mad at a walk as this one's going to get down. Torkelson is going to get it. He's going to try to go to the plate after bobbling it. Maybe a bad decision there. Who knows? They take the 2-1 lead now, though. I mean, at least it puts it for a double play possibility, but it also could have been nobody on, 2 outs. We'd just be cleanly getting out of this. Now we're hoping for a double play from Suzuki. Oh, steal going on. Ford wasn't paying attention. Oh, this inning is just going all bad. We have Torkelson not paying attention. I mean, 42 speed, I wouldn't expect to steal either, but you got to stay vigilant here in the postseason. You never know what's going to happen. Like, you never know when strikes are going to get called on the outside black. And then Ryan Jeffers 2-2. Can we get out of this inning, please? Torres throws over to first base. No errors this time around. And that's 6 innings straight of being able to get all the way through. We got Yohei Doran coming in to try to keep us at bay, to make sure that we're not moving on any further. And he's going to start off with 9, 1, and 2 here in the top of the 8th. So at least a good part of the lineup to be paying attention to. As forward today is 0 for 2. This will be a great time to get his first hit of the ball game, chopping in the 12-6 curve right over the second base for the easy plays. He had good timing on it, but it's just got over the top of it. Didn't read the 12-6 all the way down. And then Morris Jones chops this one on the ground. They're playing the baseline. Interesting shift option there to go ahead and just really cover those. And they're doing the same thing that Badu here. It looks like third base is playing really tight to that line, and so is first. And this time it can't be helped, though, if it goes over his head. Akil Badu's going to go ahead and round it and go to second base as he bumps up against the wall, sliding into second base safely with a double. And now I'll be up to Vladimir Guerrero. Can we get another clutch base hit like you did the first inning? We scored the first run in a similar fashion to this. So it'd be great if we can get it again. Guerrero lines it into the outfield. And Akil Badu's going to go ahead and come home. The throw's going to come in. It's up the line and knocking time. We scored the run the same exact way we did the first time. Double by Badu, base hit by Guerrero. And just like that, this is a tie ball game yet again. Gonzalez, can he keep it going? He will with the 12-6 up the middle. Return to sender. First and second, 2 outs now. And they're going to go ahead and go back into the bullpen. Iniel de los Santos, 4 games this postseason. He's going to come right back in again. We did see him yesterday. And he's going to try to stop the bleeding. Great work there from the offense. 3 back-to-back hits, ties up the ball game, and puts us in a position to where we can possibly take the lead yet again. Are we showing some competitive offense for once? Are we going to have a dogfight to go ahead and finish this one out in game 4? Well, Torres says, let me end that rally real quick with the fly ball out to center field. And we've gone into our bullpen as well. Scuball was tired. With us not knowing if we were going to win or lose, I go ahead and go with one of our long relievers in case. It is a tie game. We have to go into extra innings, and I don't want to just empty out my bullpen. Wilmer Flores will go ahead and come in. We called him up late from the minor leagues to go ahead and be a part of this playoff roster. And so far, he has made that decision correct. 2 quick outs here, and then a chopper over to Clemens. A clean 8th inning, 1, 2, 3. And we'll go to the top of the 9th here. Keith Clemens looking to get things pushed across. That's going to be a liner to the outfield. Base hit to lead things off. That's what I like to see. The bottom of our rotation or bottom of our lineup was struggling mightily. Now we're going to go ahead and try to steal over. All we want to do is try to get 1 run and bring our closer in, honestly. And we're going to try to sneak into third base. That fooled me. I didn't even see him going over to third. We tried to lay down a bunt. He was stealing. I guess he thought he might have had the speed since the third baseman came up and played it. If he had just stayed at second base, we might have been able to walk out of here, though, with a 3-2 victory. As that one is a base hit into the outfield from Torkelson. Harry Ford is up next, though. We still can have a rally, but not when it's going directly to the center fielder, man. So now another rain delay. As Cleveland, y'all must be. Do I got any Cleveland subs? Are y'all known for this much rain? Another rain delay. This time around, I'm going to keep my pitcher warm. We basically have a starter in there, and this is what I was talking about. See, he's tired. After 1 inning of work, 23 pitches, he's tired from the rain delay. That makes no sense to me. But I just took it as like a game. You can see the energy's down. Confidence is way down, which makes sense. At least a little bit more sense than energy. But I'm thinking this is a starter. There's no way 23 pitches should have him gassed despite the rain delay. I'm calling this one a game glitch. Even though I'm pretty sure it's pretty normal. I'm calling it a game glitch. We're going to let him keep pitching. So if he can get us out of this inning, great. If he loses the game, we'll have to hang our heads on it. But it's a decision that I'm making right now, and so far it's looking good. 2 quick ground ball outs to Torres, and they're looking at their final out to take this one into extra innings. Marco Luciano, 0 for 3 on the day, 0-2 count, pops up the curveball. Green's going to go ahead and call off Jones, grabbing it, ranging to his right, and they're going to go into their bullpen. James Karnachak is going to come into this game and look to give them some innings, most likely, as we have extras. This is postseason play, so no extra inning runner. It's straight up, can you get a run across, and who's going to do it first? And if we do it first, can we hold on? But Morris Jones going to try to start us off with a little bunt here back to the pitcher. Easy plays. Akil Badu, first pitch he sees, right back to the pitcher, knocked it down. Easy plays. And just like that, 2 pitches, 2 easy outs. Guerrero, 3-1 count. Let's go to 4-seamer. That probably would have been a pretty good one. 3-2 now. Gets another one. Chopped it on the ground, no base hit. So he's had a phenomenal game here today. If only somebody was on base for that one, we could have lined it up again. Fernando Gonzalez is 2 for 4 today, 2 as well. So he's had a good day. And watching that one in on the hips first. Gets another four-seamer in the zone. This Trump tries to inside out it. Right to left field. Easy plays. That's what we're gonna start calling them from now on. When they're routine, there's not routine, they're easy. Morris Jones trying to range in. He's gonna get that one. That was not easy by any means. Using the speed, flashing the leather with the reach, and then he's gonna get another chance here. This one a little bit more easy. He's able to settle underneath this one, and Flores 2 back-to-back outs quickly. So he's flying his way through the 10th inning just like he did the 8th and 9th with the clean strikeout this time around. 1-2-3, 1-2-3, and 1-2. Finish that one for me, y'all. Gleyber Torres is up next, top of the 11. As this game is still going. Fly ball out. It's going to get caught. Keith Clemens will come up next. James is looking pretty strong. This game, will it ever end? Who knows, because that's another fly ball out to center field. You know, they're all about time of play right now. This is messing up all them metrics. As we go 1-2-3 again, and we're going to have to go down to the bottom of the 11. This is a chance for the Guardians to walk this one off. Go up in the series 3-0, but Straw gets froze. Looking at that cutter in on the ankles. He's going to go sit back down. They're telling me my pitcher is out of energy. We don't care nothing about that. My man has only thrown like 30 pitches. Grounding this one out. Easy play. Or 56 pitches now. He should be able to hit at least 80, 90. He is a starter. He's getting no sympathy from me as that strikeout is still looking good. The curveball is still breaking. The slider is still breaking. The cutter is looking amazing. The four-seamer is looking fantastic. And they're going to their bullpen again with Sam Hinges. 8 games. Been phenomenal, it looks like, through this postseason. So this is exactly who they might want to come in and shut the door. As we go 12 innings now. As Torkelson pops this one into shallow right. Second baseman will go ahead and take this one in. Harry Ford, 2-2 count right after. Swings through the four-seamer upstairs, odd level. And then Morris Jones, he's in an 0-2 count as well. Y'all know what's about to happen. Oh, is that a base hit? From Morris Jones, it is. We don't see those too often. They become rare this postseason, but when Jones is on, y'all know what time it really is. Akil Baddoo at the plate. Steal attempts going. They tried to pitch out, though, and it's going to be in time. Morris Jones looked like he got a late jump that time around, so we will lead off with Akil Baddoo next time at least, but a rare caught stealing attempt there from Morris Jones. And the game is still 2-2, and now it's back to Cleveland's hands. What are they going to do with it? Well, Suzuki's going to ground to the shortstop. After him, Ryan Jeffers is going to get into a 1-1 count, and he will fly this one deep, way back into left field. Whoo, just foul. A couple of feet foul, but that almost ended the game because that definitely had the distance. And you know what they say, when you miss the homer, you're going to strike out on the next pitch. Go sit down for me. And then, Marco, follow your teammate. Anything you can do, I can do better. Go ahead and stay with your teammate there and do everything that he does. As Akil Baddoo will start off the inning, and he's going to ground out to third base. As it seems like nobody wants to win this game. We are 13 innings deep now. Vladimir Guerrero, 3 for 5. Chops another one. Another base hit. He's 4 for 6. Can somebody other than Vladdy... Actually, no. Can Vladdy hit something other than singles? He's 4 for 6 with 4 base hits. Can we get some power? Now, he's been amazing for us. I think it's time to go ahead and start getting some speed out there so we can start trying to get home at least 1 run. So I'm going to go ahead and put in Drew Jones. They'd asked me last time he got a base hit if I wanted to switch it. I think it was 2 out, so I didn't want to do it. This time around, we only have 1. Drew Jones is my next fastest person other than Morris. So I'm going to go ahead and get him on the base pass and see if we can go ahead and sneak him over to second base. As he's going to steal off. Throw goes down. Not in time. Easy stolen base there. Are we going to try to take off for third? Not this time around, as that check swing goes across and Gonzalez looking silly. And then Torres. Ooh, that's a base hit. It's a slow roller. If he can beat this out. Man, I hate 51 speed. So we're going to put Nick Mann at third base. He's one of the only people that can, go over there and play. The other person that I thought about doing was Matt Verlin, because he does have the ability to play in the infield and outfield. But he's also somebody with speed. So in case I need to put somebody else out there, I wanted to keep him there. You can see here, we got the exclamation point of death. Flores is out of energy by the game standards. But let's see how he pitches here. Look, first pitch, ground ball out already. Torres, or not Torres, Clemens. Easy plays. 1-2 count to Yoshida. Chop the four-seamer. We don't really want to have long at bats here. He's getting close to the end of that pitch count. And It is not looking safe as that's going to be a check swing strikeout for easy plays. And Jimenez, 1-1. Fly ball. Y'all see what it is. Jones is going to range under, settle his feet. What is it, y'all? Thank y'all for finishing that for me. Trevor Stephen. 7 games are going to go deeper into their bullpen. The ERA and whip are looking kind of high, though. I like how they're looking as we go into the 14th inning of work, y'all. This game is not getting any easier by any stretch of the imagination as Keith Clemens is 1 for 5 on the day. Can he possibly do something here to get a little bit of a rally started? Swings and misses through the four-seamer downstairs. Look at that. Local time is 10:07 p.m. We are in Cleveland, which I think that is Central Time. So East Coast, it's 11. It's almost midnight on the East Coast. West Coast is still 11. Y'all still wide awake over there. I know how y'all boys be. Still only 8 o'clock over there. Y'all wide awake. Y'all ready for the Lakers game to come on after this. 10 p.m. start time. But that's going to be popped out into the outfield. Easy play there from Jimenez. Riley Green's going to come up next. 0-1 count here. Flies this one. Going back, way back to the warning track, and it's finally gloved in. And then Torkelson, first pitch he sees, lines this one into the outfield, though. Maybe a 2-out rally. That's a base hit. This is the situation where Matt Verlaine is going to come in. He can play first base, too, as well. And he's got a lot of speed over there. Not going to take off on this one. Chopped on the ground by Harry Ford. Still got Verlaine at first. Not going to elect to take off this time. Four-seamer upstairs. Right out to the outfield. And we'll have to go fight for our lives again. Wilmer Flores, you still got to stress out, my boy. And that's a base hit that gets down to the outfield. 81 pitches. Might be time to look at that bullpen. He has gone. I mean, he's pitched, I think, 7 innings now at this point. I think he's getting close to 7 innings of work. A legit starter's load this time around in long relief. As he gives up now another base hit here. That's 2 base hits, no outs. And we finally go to our bullpen. Matt Brash, 2 games, 2 1/3 innings. ERA is high. I wanted to bring him in. See if we can lower that ERA. He's been good in the regular season. I think the only reason the ERA is high, yeah, he only gave up like that 1 run last time. So it's not like he's had a bad outing. It's just when you have very limited innings, that ERA balloons off of just giving 1 or 2 runs up. So 1-2 count here to Christian Walker. Checks his swing. The home plate umpire is going to go ahead and say he went around. That's an easy first out. Now we just need a ground ball from Suzuki. And we can go ahead and walk out of this and go to the 15th. As this is popped up on the slider. We're going to just do that complimentary rundown. We probably honestly could have just let that drop. Honestly. Nah, I don't think we would be able to get the double. I was thinking let it drop, run back to third base to get 1, go to second, get 2. I don't know if we would have had enough time to do all that, though. Instead, we'll just go ahead and take the ground ball here from Nick Mann, who's going to take it to third base himself. See, that's why I'm glad I didn't do it before. That man has no speed. He tried to trust himself a little too much, and now we have to really stress this. The bases are loaded. Marco Luciano, 0 for 5 on the day, thankfully. But we have to get him out for a 6th time, but this ball game is done. This is a floated fly ball. It'll get out to the seats. 2-1 count. Swings and misses through the slider downstairs. We're 1 strike away from breathing again. Ground ball to Torres. Can he make the play? Got him at first base. We're going to the 15th inning. Will this game ever end? I don't know. But Morris Jones is going to hit a base hit into the outfield. Finally getting a hit and a kill by 1 for 6 on the day. Can he be clutch here again? That's going to be a double down the line. And you know Morris Jones has a lot of speed. He's going to bump up against the wall pretty hard, though, and they're going to get it back in before he's even able to get to third. So we're going to hold him. We'll have runners at second and third. No outs. No Guerrero this time, so Nick Manton's going to have to be clutch. Gets a four-seamer. He flies this one out deep to right field. Ranges back, and he will glove it on the warning tracker just before it. But there it is, finally taking the lead 3-2. Jones is in there with the slide. Now it's Fernando Gonzalez with 1 out. That runner's still at third base, so we can get another one if we need to. Chop down the first base line. He can't get to it. It's a 2-run lead, and he's going to go off for second base. The throw is going to go in. He slides underneath the tag. I cannot believe we were able to pull that off. Emmanuel Class is going to come in. I hate facing this man. 5 innings or 5 games, 5 saves and 5 opportunities. But this time, they just needed to go ahead and close things out, so he's probably going to do that. It's just everything he throws is extremely fast, so I don't have time to read what's going on. Look, the slider's coming in at 92. The four-seamer comes in at 100. The cutter comes in at 100. I have no time to read anything. How this man's arm don't fall off, I don't know. 1-1. Look, I couldn't even tell if that was a cutter or a slider. I just had to swing. If it looks like it's in the zone, you just got to go for it and hope and pray. Now, thankfully, that was way off and I didn't have to think about it. But 2-2 here to Torres. Got froze on the four-seamer. Don't worry, there's plenty of heat behind that. You'll thaw off pretty quickly. We need you to because you're going to play some second base. And then Keith Clemens, 2-1. Gets an upstairs cutter. Looks like that's just going to go out to center field. Easy plays. But thankfully, it is 4-2. We're going to keep Matt Brash in because he did have a good inning. I didn't feel like the necessary need to go get my closer. So we're going to let Matt Brash go ahead and see what he can do here. Let's go ahead and finish this out. I think we did bring Jordan Romano out yesterday, so I think he was a little bit tired too as well. I don't know why they get so tired so quickly, but we're just going to let Matt Brash see if he can finish this out. If it starts to get risky, Jordan Romano is up and warming up, though, in case I need him. Good strikeout there to start things off for the first out. They're down to their final two as Masataka Yoshida chops the circle change on the ground. Gets into an 0-2 look here. Here we go. Chopped on the ground and Madden picks it up. Throw goes over. Easy plays. And we're down to the final one. And it's Andres Jimenez, 1 for 6 on the day. Can we close this thing out and walk out of this 15-inning, extra inning thriller, this 5-hour game, and tie up this series in Cleveland, forcing us to have to go back home, at least to Detroit, to wrap things up in a game 6. Upstairs curveball is not going to get called. 2-2 yet again. Call strike 3 on the circle change on the outside. And we're going to walk out of here with the dub. That's a 4-2 victory. That means that we will at least be going back to Detroit. See, a little bit more happy this time around. Look at that. Look how much more happy we look this time because we evened up the series. They look a little bit sadder. They came back home with a chance to sweep. They still even had a chance today to at least be able to win at home in the game 5 tomorrow. We were able to take back-to-back games. This one a full thriller that took so many innings to get done. As you can see, Screwball pitched 6 innings of work, 2 hits, 2 earned, 5 Ks. I think if we look later, though, I think Wilmer Flores ended up pitching more innings than Tree Screwball did as a relief pitcher. I think he did finish up with like 7 or 8 innings of work before Matt Brash finally came in. But that is a tied up series, you guys, 2-2. So we will actually be including then, since it's not elimination, game 5 in this video. I know y'all were looking like, huh? It's 42 minutes into the video. There's a whole another 20 minutes left. Smooth. What's about to happen? Game 5 in Cleveland is about to happen. Matt Brash getting the win. 2 innings, 3 Ks. Flores, 7 innings, 7 Ks. Pitched more than Tree Screwball did. You see the hits though. Jones 3 for 6. Badu 2 for 7. 4 for 6 for Vladdy. 3 for 6 for Gonzalez. 2 for 6 for Torkelson. Torkelson. A lot of multi-hit games this time around. Averages are looking a little bit better. Drew Jones still his second base. Morris Jones still his 9th. Wilmer Flores 7 innings, 4 hits, 7 strikeouts. Great game from him. And that'll lead us to go straight into game number 5 of this postseason. I hope you guys are ready for the video. I'm sorry, that's why the video is extra long. I hope you guys are enjoying it. The first one, complete thriller, we got our first win. The second one, an extra inning thriller where we got the dub. And now y'all getting a surprise game 5. I hope you guys are enjoying it. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you guys are enjoying the video so far. But Tristan McKenzie is going to try to stop the bleeding from them. They're going to go back to their ace to try to go ahead and get this dub and get them back into Detroit with a series lead to be able to at least have to only play a game 6 and not force a game 7. And we'll start things off with Morris Jones. Finally had a good game last time. What was it, 3 hits that last game? 3 for 6, 3 for 7. This time around, simple fly ball out though. And that'll leave things up to Akil Badu yet again. As you've seen his average drop here recently. He was up near 400 at the start of the series. Now it's tinkling down to about 280 as he flies that one out as well. And we have Vladimir Guerrero up next. Still pretty similar sight for him. 2 outs, nobody on. And a 3-1 count from McKenzie. Ooh, maybe he should have took that one. Let it go ahead and slide. See if they call it. See if he goes in and walks down. But instead, it'll be a full count where he cannot hold up on the slider. Goes ahead and swings through that one. Unfortunately, was not able to go ahead and just wait on it. But we've got Matt Manning on the mound for us, who's actually been great this postseason. Despite the loss, ERA is low. WHIP is incredibly low in his 2 starts. He started out the series for us.
Unfortunately, took that loss where we gave up 2 earned runs. So, like I said, not a bad start at all. We just didn't have any offense for him. So, hopefully today we can produce a little bit more for him. As they're going to go ahead and bring back out their lineup, Cedric Mullins, who also is struggling as a leadoff hitter too for them as well. 139 this postseason. That's mostly in part due to us. Just like theirs with Morris Jones is mostly in part due to them. 1-2 count to Mullins. In on the ankles. And this is, like I said, this is a big time game. This is going to decide who takes over the series heading back into Detroit. Who's going back with a 3-2 lead? Somebody's up 3-2 at the end of this. Let's just hope it's us, as this is going to be a double that gets down to the wall. This throw is way... Oh, okay. My boy almost threw that one into the stands. I really thought he threw that. One of the fans could have reached out and just caught that bit real quick, but thankfully they didn't. I wonder what would happen in that situation. Would that be, like, considered out of play? Like, would he move to third base? Would he be considered out, like disrupting the play? I don't know what would happen in that case if somebody really did that. That would be bad, like bad news. Bad fan base, low key. As we get a fly ball out here to kill Badu this time, we're not going to distract us from the base hit that happened though. Runners are at first and second, 1 out. As we're able to get Ramirez down, and now it's Christian Walker that we got to deal with. He's had his games, he's had his bad games. We need a bad game to happen here though today. 3-2. Obviously not trying to force it if we don't have to, but Suzuki has been clutch for them in the past too as well, so we can't exactly just, intentionally walk. We want to see if we can get him to swing through something, as that's going to be a foul ball. Hit off to the right side. Coming right back 3-2. Just a little pump fake there that time around. He's able to go ahead and walk it over, so bases will be juiced. 1 out, and they're already in an early run scoring opportunity. Suzuki watches the first 2, slide right past him, chops this one. This is on the ground, pretty short and shallow. Man, he's going to have to go quick. Got him at first base, using that arm strength to go ahead and get somebody out at the least. It won't be bases loaded still, but 2 outs. That run did come across, and we are down 1-0. And hold on, it's kind of looking like, now that I think about it, as we get the strikeout there to go ahead and go into the top of the second, it's looked like whoever scored first has been able to get the dub. Now, I hope I ain't just jinxed this game, but you got to think about it. The first 2 games, they score first. The second 2 games, we score first. I'm going to hope that pattern doesn't continue. We're just going to hope that that pattern does not continue, and that we're able to still continue the offense that we've had the past 2 days to go ahead and get us this dub and keep the great pitching that we've had too as well. So this is going to be a base hit that gets lined into the outfield. It'll roll up against the wall, so this actually will turn into extra bases. Great little double here. As now Gleyber Torres will come up next with 1 out. Line this one up. That'll be a base hit. We're going to go ahead and send the runner home. The throw is going to come in, up the line and not in time. We're able to go ahead and get the base hit that we need. Now Riley Green will be up next. He's got a full count. 3-2, 1 out. Watches that slider on the ground low. Torkelson. He's with a 1-2. That one's going to be upstairs. He's going to watch that one go. Ford will be up next now, 1-2 as well. He lines this one up the middle. This is going to be a base hit. They should be able to go ahead and get us a run across. We're going to send the runner to third base as well. This one will be up the line the opposite direction this time. And another base hit brings home another run. It is 2-1 now. We're going to go ahead and steal off for second base too as well with Ford in there. So now it's second and third, 2 outs. Morris Jones, can you please be clutch for me? Chopped on the, I thought that was going to be down the first base line. That would have been 2 more runs for us. That's a 4-seamer in on the ankles. I like the swing at it, but it'll be flied out to center field. So 2 runs, though. Able to finally get some offense back. Okay. Showing some early offense. Getting the lead back 2-1. And then, hold on, we're going to start again. Akil Badu, deep fly ball into the gap. It'll bump up against the wall. This will be easy doubles, but will it be a triple? It'll not. So stand-up double. He's in there. Vladimir Guerrero. This is no outs. Ooh, I like that slider up by the shoulders. That could have easily been over that left field wall, but instead, it's a 12-6 strikeout. What I say, when you miss them homers, you always strike out on the next pitch. Gonzalez, he lines this one on a rope into the outfield. It'll get down in front of the left fielder. We're going to try to send Badu home. This throw has to be perfect. It is, but not strong enough. 3-1 ball game. Finally, the offense might have woke up. And we know that our pitching staff can hold leads. I'm feeling really good right now. 3-1. That's a line drive right to a glove. I thought we were going to keep everything going. Gleyber Torres up next. He's 2-2. Runner at first. Flies this one on a rope to left field. This one will be caught, though, by the left fielder. And we're going to go back to the pitching now to see what they've been up to. Bottom of the fourth. 2 clean innings in the second and third for him. And we're going to hope that this can continue throughout the rest of the game as Christian Walker swings and misses through that slider upstairs. 0-2 count. Watches that one in on the hands. And it's 1-2 now. This is going to be a fly ball. This is going right into the gap. Same places that ours have been going to. It'll get up against the wall. This will be an easy double for him as the throws will come in. We're going to throw the third just to make sure that he doesn't go anywhere farther. That's going to be chopped on the ground here, though, to Torres. He's going to pick it up. Easy play. Suzuki's out. So with no outs, they have something over there. And let's go ahead and just get this inning out of the way. Another easy play by Clemens there at shortstop. So we were able to get 2 quick outs, and this one's going to be in the dirt. All right, yep, just keep him at second base. Don't throw that into the outfield. We've seen you do that before, trying to check to make sure the runner don't go nowhere. This is going to be on the ground. Gonzalez dives, and he misses. As we're going to have to go to Green here. He's going to have to throw into the plate. Not in time. Oh, hold on. I just realized that. I don't know why I've been over here asleep. So we do have some, I meant to tell you guys that at the beginning. We do have some defensive changes here. People do get tired. And unfortunately, I don't feel like always substituting as this throw's going to go down to Gonzalez, not in time. As it looks like we went ahead and moved Gonzalez from DH to second base because he can play second base. His arm's a little bit weak. I think, I'm trying to remember what all substitutions I made in this one. We do have some substitutions in the infield, though, around moving Gonzalez to second base due to his weaker arm. And as you can see here, we're going to go to the bullpen. Jackson Jobe is going to come in, two games, 5 1/3. ERA is a little bit high, but he has a lot of strikeouts. Not particularly good against lefties. But I think Matt Manning, he was struggling with his stamina here through 5 innings after going in and giving up that extra run, though, to make it 3-2. And now we're going to have to look to get some long relief work here with the lead, though. I feel pretty secure about letting Jackson Jobe do this. He's had a decent season as a long reliever. And, oh, there go the commentator curse again. That's going to be a double that gets up against the wall. Badu's going to have to come in and play it. Throw will come in. Easy stand-up double for Wilson Contreras. And now it's Cedric Mullins with a 3-0 count. Are we going to try to walk and we lay a four-seamer over there just to see if he's going to look at it? He will. 3-1. Still looking. Still called. Full count. Chopped on the ground. Right over to Torres. We're going to keep him over there. That's right. So Keith Clemens is tired. We moved him to DH. Moved Gonzalez with a weaker arm to second. And moved Torres since he has a stronger arm to shortstop. So those are just all the changes there. I don't know why it took me so long to remember those, but Jimenez is up next with 1 out. Running in scoring position at second base and a 2-2 count. He'll watch the four-seamer at the knees. We call ball 3 and watch another four-seamer at the pretty much same location. So now we got runners at first and second, 1 out, and Ramirez is up next as he watches that four-seamer in on the hands for strike number 1. Looking to be clutch to tie this ball game back for him as that slider is going to be swung through 0-2. Swings through the changeup down low. Good strikeout there. And I keep forgetting that Jackson Jobe's breaking pitches and changeup are really good for strikeouts. Now here we have Christian Walker in a 3-0 count. Not able to find the zone at all. None of those pitches were where I wanted them. So we have walked, the bases loaded, but at least any out will do. As Suzuki lines this one into the outfield. Badu does not have enough speed to get there. He tried to play it awkwardly, so a weird animation there will lead to a bases clearing double. I don't know what, I guess he tried to reach out for it, missed, and then like his momentum carried him into the wall. I don't know what happened there, but then right after that, Jobe gives up another base hit. Green's going to kind of fire this one in. He's got a strong arm, and he's got him at the plate, keeping it a 3-5 ball game, but that is incredibly tough. We had a good opportunity to walk out of here with the win. It was 3-1. We were feeling good. 3-2. We were still feeling good, and then a bases clearing double because he could not all of a sudden find the zone. It sucks, but that's how the baseball world goes sometimes. Jobe is struggling today. I would do he was going to struggle. I would have went and got a different pitcher. But we just had Flores come in and have to do long relief work. I think Jordan Hicks came in earlier in the video too as well. So both of them guys had a little bit of stamina issues. So I went with the fresher arm. And it looks like I'm paying for it. That's a double off the wall. Thankfully, no run comes across because he's slow. But they'll be going to the top of their rotation. And this time around, we go ahead and bring Jordan Hicks in finally. He doesn't have the, all his stamina back, but I needed somebody to come in and close this door that I trusted that could also get at least a couple innings. Not able to go ahead and get the runner at the plate, so they will score one more. And it's 6-3 Cleveland. This game is getting very far out of hand. We haven't seen the offense score this much. And this is going to be a liner over Green's head. Another base hit. Another run's going to score. And I should say extra base hit as he stands up at second base with an RBI double. It is 7-3 Cleveland. We have not seen either side score this much as finally Guerrero ends the inning. But wow. Johan Duran is going to come into this ball game here late as we skip ahead to the top of the 8th. And it's going to be up to 2, 3, and 4 to try to get some type of rally going. It is still 7-3. We're down to our last 6 outs in this game. And you know who's waiting in that 9th inning. It's going to be Emmanuel Class. So we have to get these 4 runs now. Or hope and pray that Class messes up and he's off his game. Now, a walk to start things out is beautiful. And then you got Guerrero with a full count right after. And he will go ahead and watch that 4-seamer upstairs as well. And he'll walk. So that'll be back-to-back walks. And then Gonzalez, 3-0 count. Thought we might have been able to go ahead and get 3 back-to-back walks to start this thing out. They'll lay a 4-seamer over the middle. And then they'll go right back outside. So it is bases loaded, no outs for Keith Clemens. And we need him to be clutch. That 12-6, actually, my eyes got a little bit big watching that one. But he just swung over the top of it and missed. Gets a 4-seamer. Fouled off. Now with the 1-0-2 count, we'll watch that one upstairs at the eyes. Get another splitter right down the middle. They're going to chop this one over to second base. Over to first. Double play. We at least get one out of it, but that spoils the rally completely. And Torres with 2 outs takes the first pitch he sees into the right field seats. Lines this one down the line for a base hit, though. This will go ahead and hit up against the wall, so not going to the corner. We're going to go ahead and try for second base anyway, though. We need to get these runs back. He's out at second base. Maybe could have got a rally, kept going, but with 2 outs, I just felt like it was worth trying. We were down by so much, so at least got another run off of that. It's 5-7 now, and now Jordan Hicks, we just need you to go ahead and close the door. Just keep him at 7, and we'll try to do something in the other half of the inning. Torres will come in. Gonzalez over to Torkelson for the double play, and then it'll be Wilson Contreras, 2-2 count. Swings over the top of that slider, and with that, we're going to our final 3. They're going to bring in Emmanuel Class, who actually came in the last inning to get that last out that we just saw, even though it was technically a hit. So it gave us a little bit of faith. We can get a hit off this man. And right now, with 7, 8, and 9, we need somebody to go ahead and get on and start this rally up for us. 1-2 to Riley Green. Swings and misses through the cutter. Way too late on that one. I think that was already in the glove and being thrown back to the pitcher by the time he decided to swing. And then Torkelson, right after him, swings over the top of that slider down low. I can't blame you. I can't blame you for that one either. Swinging over the top of that one as well. That one was good timing. He just flat out missed and then went right through the 4-seamer. I don't think any of those were in the strike zone to begin with, but couldn't touch it regardless. As Harry Ford gets the cutter on the outside. He's 1-2. Pops that one away. There it goes. Right down the middle. Timed it up well, but this is going to center field. And it'll be gloved for the final out of the game. The Guardians walk away with this one, finally victorious. They took 2 from us at home. We took 2 from them on the road. Only difference is they had 3 games. So it is now a 3-2 series lead for Cleveland. As you can see, they're happy, ready to head back to Detroit for game 6 to try to end this one off. They're jacked up like they only have one more game to go to the World Series, which they do. And Matt Manning, 4 innings, 3 hits, 2 earned. Just got too tired throwing too many pitches. We had to take him out. And Joe really kind of sold the bag for us this time around, giving up way too many runs when I needed him to be clutch. Getting the L today. Class getting his 6th save of the series. And the offense was phenomenal today. We actually put up 5 runs as a team, the most we had done in this series. And it was the one day that our pitching staff just couldn't hold up. From a team standpoint, 2 hits from Gleyber Torres, a bunch of ones and goose eggs all around after that. Badu and Clemens both hit doubles today. But Joe, 1 in the 3rd, 4 hits, 5 earned, 3 walks, and 1 strikeout. Will we see that man in the postseason again? I don't know. After this outing, it won't be for a good minute. Matter of fact, the next time you might see him would only be if we were in a blowout, possibly. And that's just to help his ERA get lower and help his confidence get better. Thank you, Jordan Hicks, though, for 2 2/3 and only 2 hits. Because I was about to kill Jackson Joe, boy. But we got 2 games now in Detroit, and you can see on the other side that they're also going up 3-2, which is the Mets coming back, being down 0-2. But yeah, Jackson Joe got me flabbergasted. after that last outing, but trying to figure out who might start up this next game for us. I don't even know, because I definitely want Tariq Skubal to possibly start out the next round. But if we win this, we're definitely going to a game 7. Do I bring him in early to try to get this one done and then go into a game 7 with the next best pitcher? I don't know. We'll figure out the pitching staffs and everything like that a little bit later to figure out who's going to pitch game 6 and who could potentially pitch a game 7 if we win game 6. But next time out will be game 6 of the American League Championship Series. And if we get to it, I might throw in, because I know you guys did say that you guys liked when I did the computer simulated games of the other side. So since it is an elimination game, we might go ahead and throw in that game 2 to see if the Mets are able to come out with it, or the possible game 7 if the Padres end up winning, to see who is going to the World Series with one of us. So I do hope you guys are enjoying the series, man. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I do appreciate you guys for enjoying this long video. Sorry it was so long today, but a lot of action-packed stuff. We were able to bounce back in the series. I dropped 3 games for you guys today and an extra inning thriller that went all the way to 15. So for all those reasons, man, hit that like button for your boy. And I'll catch you guys in the next videos. Me, your boy SGG, aka the King of Games, aka GM Smooth. Make sure you guys go check out that reaction channel for your boy. And I'll catch you guys next time, man. I'm gone. Peace.